7.5 years of waiting, Abby Williams and Libby German finally having their day in court. The two teenagers tragically murdered in Delphi back in 2017.
Yeah, Richard Allen was arrested 2 years ago in connection with those murders and has been in custody ever since. Fox 59's Kit Hanley is live outside the Carroll County Courthouse, joined with our Max Lewis. Kit, I understand doors are set to open at the courthouse, and they're open now, correct?
Yes, hey guys, good morning. I don't think the doors have yet opened. They're about to open here, but as they do, I want to show you one last look at this long line that is formed through the overnight hours and into this morning. There are over 30 people in line here, all hoping to get one of the limited seats inside the courtroom. But we want to get into some new information here. I'm joined with Max Lewis this morning. Good morning, Max.
Hey, good morning, Kit.
Thank you. Now, as you can see, it's so good to be here with you. We're both on our phones right now because we're going through new documents. We just received the defense's response to the prosecution's motion on the two sketches. So Max is going to kind of walk through us right now what that means.
Yeah, so, anyone who's followed this case, we know that there were two sketches that investigators released. One early on in the investigation, and then one a couple years later. We know they both look very different from one another, and they also look very different from Richard Allen, who is on trial here today. So the prosecution is arguing that those sketches should be thrown out. They should not be admissible in court. They say that it'll confuse the jury. We just got this response just minutes ago from the defense. They filed this morning, basically saying that images, sketches done of suspects have long been admitted in courts. They listed a whole bunch of a number of cases. They say that just because they're subjective, based on the witnesses that were interviewed by the sketch artists who created these things, doesn't mean that they are not do not show who they believe the suspect is. So the defense is saying that there's no reason that they should not be allowed just because they were an investigative tool. And you might remember we had a soundbite on from Superintendent of the Indiana State Police, Doug Carter, yesterday, back when that second sketch was released, saying that this is the person we believe killed Abby and Libby. So of course the defense wants to use that to say the state police doesn't know which guy did it clearly, but we'll see how the judge rules. She's expected, I think, to address this before opening arguments even begin when court starts at 9.
Yeah, Max, thank you so much. And as we just told you, we are literally going through this right now, bringing you this new information. Now, Max, along with these two sketches, can we also talk about what other things we can expect to unfold during opening statements this morning?
Yeah, so we got a little bit of a preview up in jury selection in Fort Wayne. We believe, Nicholas McClellan, the prosecutor in this case, said his case revolves around three things. Bridge guy, the guy who we saw walking on the bridge in that video Libby took, who he says is Richard Allen. And also the key part of the prosecution's case seems to be a bullet that was found in between the two bodies of the girls when their bodies were discovered that they say matches a gun that Richard Allen owns. Now, of course, the defense, when they are expected to really heavily attack that, because that's really, as far as we know, the only thing that ties Richard Allen to the crime scene at this point. They also, the defense's big point that they made during jury selection was that the prosecution doesn't have any DNA evidence. They don't have any DNA evidence that ties Richard Allen to this scene. They say there was a piece of hair. That was a very new thing. Piece of hair in Abby's hand when her body was found, but it doesn't match Richard Allen. So those are some of the things we expect them to bring up this morning.
Yes, lots to unpack here. Lots of new information to come. Now, as we look, the doors still have not opened, but they should be opening here in just a few minutes. Max, thank you so much for all of that valuable insight that really gives us to look inside the courtroom as to what will happen today. Now, Angela and Anna, do you have any other questions for Max or I?
No, I just wanted to go through some of this that you guys mentioned, but didn't really give the specifics. I wanted to read part of the briefing, number 6. To the extent that the sketches don't resemble Richard Allen, they are highly relevant. Then number 7, which we were reading, Anna, evidence which tends to show that someone else committed the crime logically makes it less probable that the defendant committed the crime, thus meets the definition of relevance in Rule 401. Again, this is the defense saying why they believe those sketches are relevant and should be admissible in the trial starting today.
And it says here the Indiana State Supreme Court has held that composite sketches they do not violate the hearsay rule and can be used. So clearly clearly there's a lot of precedent that says these sketches can be included, and we'll see what the judge has to say about
Right.
these ones.
Looking for that answer hopefully here, but maybe within the next hour or so. While the trial continues, again, we always like to remember the girls.
Yes, it is. Abby and Libby, the two at the beginning, or at the heart of this, they were 8th graders when they died. They went to Delphi Community Middle School. Both girls were in the band, and their favorite colors were blue and purple, and that's why a local business is honoring their lives with ribbons on posts around the courthouse. A similar display of remembrance was put up just days after the girls were found on Valentine's Day in 2017. You can visit our website, fox59.com, for a look at how the community continues to remember the girls. You'll also find all of our extensive coverage of this case and even more as we're continuing to follow today. A lot of updates will be happening, that's for sure.